Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from the Delaware County Fair here on Little Brown Jug Day. It is Thursday, the 23rd of September 2021. We're going to look at all the races on today's program from the Delaware County Fair. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And I mean around the world. We have a marathon card of 20 races to look at, so let's get to it right now. The first race, it is the Buckeye Stallion Series 2-year-old Colts and Gelding's first division. It's going for per $17,000. 19 paces are going the 1 mile trip. I'm going to take the 2-horse Western Ready as a top selection. We'll go 2-5 in the exacta. 2-5 exacta. Going to give exactas out the whole card here. But the top selection is 2-horse Western Ready. This 2-year-old Gelding by Western Vintage. Aaron Merriman's in the sulky. The horse's most recent outing came on the 11th of September at Scioto in a sire stakes consolation, and the horse won by a nose that day, and he didn't show speed. He normally shows speed, but he sat back early, slowly moved his way up, and he tried to home a very quick 3/4 and 26 and 3 for him. And, he was flying home and got there in the nick of time at 60 cents a dollar after all is said and done from Y Postra. That was a very good race. Coming here with an inside Postra, has speed if he wants to use it. I think he could really run a good race. 2 back around the stop on the fair circuit on the 22nd of August in a 2-year-old consolation race, and he won by 4.5 lengths. And from the 8-hole second tier, he didn't have a lot of gate speed early on, but he slowly moved his way up after that, and he got the job done on 156 flat. And then again in the Ohio Fair sire stakes on the fair circuit, 21st of October, August, he won by 2.5 lengths. And again, from Y Poster, he had a lot of gate speed late in the race. On the A tier, he was running very well also. Some races at Scioto, his most recent race before that, 7th of August. Why do I keep saying October for August? 7th of August at Scioto in Ontario Sire Stakes, or Ohio Sire Stakes, won by 2 lengths. And again, stupidly wide Poster, he sat back early, but had a great final 3/4 there and final quarter to win in 152 and 1. Coming here today, has the speed from the inside, should get a good trip. 7-5, let's take him. To recount my selection now for the opener from the Delaware County Fair, let's take the 2-horse Western Ready, 2-5 in the exacta. The second race now, it is horses and geldings, 9 horses of 5 in the last 4 starts, going for a purse of $3 grand. 8 pacers are going the mile trip. My top selection here, we're going to go take the number 3 horse, Baba O'Reilly. We'll go 3-7 in the exacta. 3-7 exacta, top selection, the 3 horse Baba O'Reilly. 4-year-old gelding by Santa Fe Beach Boy. Gets McGowan up in the sulky. The horse's most recent outing came the 18th of September at Scioto, and a non-horse of 8 last 4, and the horse finished 4th by 6 lengths. From an inside Postra, he was just a little lackadaisical all throughout, could never get into it. It just wasn't his day to win. Stepping down to a non-horse of 4 to a half-mile track, I think he's in a lot better race to win. 2 back at Scioto on 11th of September, and non-horse 65 last 4, and he finished second by 3 1/4 lengths there, and he had a lot of gate speed early on. The first quarter was kind of quick. He slowed it down to the half, but after that quick quarter early on, he just didn't have a lot left in the tank. He just couldn't keep up. It wasn't his day to win. And then the Ohio Sire Stakes Soda on the 4th of September, finished 7 by 13 lengths there, and just really had nothing. But coming here, has gate speed if he wants to use it. A lot lesser quad horses, way down the class ladder. At 3-1, let's take him. To recap my selection for the second from Scioto, let's take the 3-horse Baba O'Reilly. 3-7 in the exacta. The third race now from Scioto, it is the Buckeye Stallion Series 2-year-old Colts and Gelding second division. It's going for per $17,500. We have 9 pacers going the mile trip. We're going to go with the 9-horse here, odds on capitalism. We'll go 9-1 in the exacta. 9-1 exacta, top selection 9-horse, odds on capitalism. This 2-year-old Colt by Fear the Dragon. Virgil Morgan Jr. trains this one. Timmy Teatrix in the sulky. The horse's most recent outing came the 11th of September at Scioto and the BSS 2-year-old Consolation, and the horse finished second by 2 lengths. He was run stupidly wide. At Scioto, they don't have a second tier 9 hole, so he's on the outside fence breaking that day. Didn't have gate speed. He trotted home paced home a decent mile there, but he just couldn't overcome the wide posture. I like him better from the second tier of today, where he could get a better trip, and I think he's sitting on a lot better run. 2 back in tier non-wars of 3 at Scioto on the 2nd of September. He finished second by a neck that day. He sat back early, slowly moved his way up to the half to the lead, and then he just kind of lost in the stretch run. done, but he didn't go down without a fight. I thought it was a decent race after all said and done. And then 26 Bug Soda and 9 Wars a 1-2-year-old, winning by 2 3/4 lengths on the front and all throughout, and 154 and 2. That was a very good run. Like I said, the second tier doesn't bother me with him. At 2-1, let's take him. Your second likeliest winner here is the one horse Self-Made. Most recent race Soda was very, very impressive, 153 and 1, and some of his races, on the fair circuit weren't half bad at all. You could definitely win at 9-5, so you could use him in the multi-race scenario. But to recap my selection for third from the Delaware County Fair, let's take the 9 horse odds on Capitalism. We'll go 9-1 in the exacta. The fourth race now is the Hall of Fame and Museum Amateur Series Final. It's going for a purse $4,000. 7 trotters are going a mile trip. I'm going to go with the 4 horse here at PCS Alleyway. We'll go 4-1 in the exacta. 4-1 exacta. Top selection of 4 horse PCS Alleyway. Aerial Gelding by Locker Keeper. Get Sweeney in the sulky. The horse's most recent outing came 19th of September, which was Sunday here at the Delaware County Fair and the Glada, and the horse finished third by 9.5 lengths. Just didn't move that day. Never got into it. It was very, very lackadaisical. Coming here, hopefully a little bit quicker pace in this one. I think he can really get a better trip. 2 back here in 9 Wars 20, last 4 at Soda, 8th of September, and he finished 5th by 3.5 lengths there. He was with him early on. He just couldn't trot home a good race late, but not the world's worst race for him. And then prior to that, on the 1st of September at Soda, 9 Wars 20, last 4, the horse finished third by 2.5 lengths. He showed gate speed that day, but then he just slowly got paced out of it, or trotted out of it, and just couldn't get out late. But when he can keep a trot, he can really run a good race. He hasn't won so far this year. He's won once, this year. But last season he had a decent season. He ran here last year to an okay race, and we'll use him again here at 5-1 in this very wide open race. Second likeliest winner is the 1 horse Lucius Veronis. His most recent race here on Sunday was very impressive on the front end, winning by 7.5 lengths and 158 and 4. An all-around good race for him there. The race before that, the Red Mile, he just really never trotted home well from a wide post draw, and at Toyota before that, he really never trotted. But he likes a smaller track. A 3-2, he could definitely win on paper also. So in the multi-race, you want to go a little deep in this one. So to recap my selection for the fourth from the Delaware County Fair, it's Hall of Fame and Museum Amateur Riding Series Final. Let's take the 4 horse PCS Alleyway. Give kudos to the 1 horse Lucius Veronius. We'll go 4-1 in the exacta. The fifth race now, it is the Buckeye Stallion Series 2 Colts and Gelding's third division. It's going for per $17,500. 9 pacers are going the mile trip. We're going to take the 1 horse. We'll do it again. We'll go 1-2 in the exacta. 1-2 exacta. Top selection 1 horse. We'll do it again. This 2-year-old gelding here. Most recent outing came on the 16th September at Soda. 9 was a 1 for 2-year-olds, winning by 4.5 lengths, and basically almost on the front and all throughout. He didn't have to lead the first quarter, but slowly got it after to a quick half for him in 27 and 4. But after that he just paced home very easily. 153 and 2. A very, very good run for this horse that day. 2 back, she ran the Ohio Sire Stakes are on the fair circuit on the 9th of September, winning by 12 lengths there, 159 and 4 on those slow tracks. Was pacing home a decent race there. And then prior to that, on the 2nd of September, and on the fair circuit in Ohio Sire Stakes, the horse won by 3 1/4 lengths, and again didn't have to lead most of the race up until the final drive, but still got home very, very easily. It's proven that this horse could run against the real deal horses at Soda. It's proven he can run on a half mile on the fair circuit. Coming here today at 3-1, I like this horse a lot. Your second likeliest winner is a 2 horse Crosswind Sammy. Most recently on the fair circuit on the 15th of September, winning by 4.5 lengths. Again, 2:04 and 2, slow time, but it was still a very easy race there. Some of the races before that, weren't bad at all. We could definitely give this horse a shot with a better poster here at 5-1. But to recap my selection for the 5th in the Delaware County Fair, it's Buckeye Stallion Series 2 Colts and Gelding's Final. Let's take the 1 horse. We'll do it again. Give kudos to the 2 horse. Will Crosswind Sammy. 1-2 in the exacta. Let's get to race number 6. The 6th from the Delaware County Fair, it is the Standardbred 2 Colts and Gelding. It's going for a purse $45,330. 7 trotters are going the mile trip. We're going to take the 2 horse Pretender as a top selection. We'll go 2-5 in the exacta. 2-5 exacta, top selection 2 horse Pretender. This 2 Colt by Muscle Hill. Nancy Tactor trains. Andrew McCarthy's in the sulky. The horse's most recent outing came in the Wellwoo at the Mohawk on the 11th of September, and he broke stride that day. Went off stride. It never really showed up. It just wasn't his day to win. He's gonna have to stay the the trot, which he hasn't been doing sometimes lately. Two back in the limbs at Mohawk on the 2nd of September. He finished third by 3 1/4 lengths. Sat back early after not staying the stride early on, but slowly moved his way up late. Not the world's worst race from there. And then before then, Chaplin at Mohawk. He was running very well until the final quarter when he broke. What can you do? He finished second, but they disqualified and placed him seventh. What can you do? And then the Garden State at the Meadowlands on the 6th of August. He finished second by a half length. He had a lot of gate speed that day, and he kind of hit the wall late, but 156 and 2 he finished. I didn't think it was a half bad run for him. And then before that, Chester, 29th of July, and a non-wars of 2 parimutuel, winning by a length, sitting back early, slowly moving his way up. That was a very good race for him there, 158 flat. Like I said, he has ability when he could stay the stride, but when he doesn't, when he stays the trot, but when he goes off stride, you just want to rip up your tickets. 8-5. Hopefully he stays the trot today. We'll use him. So to recap my selection for the 6th, let's take the 2-horse Pretender, 2-5 in the exacta. The 7th race, it is the Buckeye Stallion Series Trio Colts and Gelding's 4th division. It's going for per $17,500. 9 pacers are going the mile trip. We're going to take the 3-horse Rock the Dragon. We'll go 3-9 in the exacta. 3-9 exacta. Top selection of 3-horse Rock the Dragon here, who will be my best bet of the afternoon. This Tiro Colt by Fear the Dragon. Dave Miller's in the sulky. 8-1 here. His most recent outing game, the BSS at Soda on the 11th of September, where he finished third by 2 1/4 lengths. He had a very wide post drop, but he settled well. He had a decent turn of foot late. Nothing bad about that race. He's going to have the advantage finally with a very good post draw again, and I think, with Dave Miller in the sulky, I think he can show some speed with this one, and I think this horse could really run a good race. 2 back in 2-year-old non-winners of 1 at Soda, 2nd of September. He finished second by 2 lengths, again, a little bit wide throughout, but he was really closing up well. He outran his 32-1 odds at post time, and then at Soda, non-winners of 1, 26th of August. He finished second by 1 3/4 lengths. Again, sent off at 12-20, sat back early, but really was, pacing home a good race there late. He's a non-winner. He's still 9-0, but he has 4 places in 2 seconds. Like I said, he hasn't run bad at all. He's really been the improving type. He's just been, at the disadvantage of a very wide post drop, but he's run very well here today on this half mile. It gets Dave Miller in the sulky, which is an ideal thing here at the Delaware County Fair. 8-1, like the price, but Dave Miller, Delaware County Fair. 8-1, you won't see that. You'll probably see 4-1, but he has a very live chance. He'll be my best bet of the day. So to recap my selection for the 7th, let's take the 3-horse Rock the Dragon. We'll go 3-9 in the exact, and like I said, that 3 will be my best bet. The 8th race, it's the Ohio Breeders' Championships, a 3-year-old Colts in Gelding's first division. It's going for a purse $434. 8 trotters are going a mile trip. We're going to take the 3-horse here, Perron. We'll go 3-8 in the exacta, 3-8 exacta. Top selection 3-horse Perron. 3-year-old Gelding here by my MVP. Ronnie Wren Jr. is in the sulky. The horse's most recent outing came down was a 4 parimutuel at Scioto on the 17th of September. Finishing third by length that day. He just didn't have a lot of pace that day. Really couldn't keep up. When you trot home that, when you go very easy to the first quarter, 30 flat, paced home easily that day late, it just wasn't his day to win against, to keep up with those horses. Hopefully with a quicker pace to the half mile, I think he really run a good race. 2 back in Northfield and the Ohio Sire Stakes 3-year-old Colt final on the 5th of September. He finished third by 4.5 lengths there. And again, he just really never got going. It just wasn't his day to win, where they came home a little slow. And then prior to that, non was a 4 parimutuel at Scioto, 27th of August, finished second by length. He had gate speed early on, just couldn't keep up late. The closers just got to him. And then Northfield and Ohio Sire Stakes for the 3-year-old Colts, finished second by 2 lengths there. And again, he just really couldn't get going into that one. But he's been improving as of recently. Back to a half mile, 6-1, we'll give him a shot. To recap my selection for the 8th from Delaware, let's take the 3-horse Perron. We'll go 3-8 in the exacta. The 9th race now from Delaware, it's the Signature Series Final. It's going for a purse $12,000. We have 8 pacers going the mile trip. We're going to take the number 3 horse, Tureg Sealster. We'll go 3-1 in the exacta, 3-1 exacta, top selection 3 horse, Tureg Sealster. This 8-year-old Gelding by Shadow Play. Tim Tetrick's in the sulky. The horse's most recent outing came the 16th of September on the fair circuit in the 6 series, and the horse won by 1 3/4 lengths, and on the front and all throughout, and 157-1. He just paced home a very, very easy run. Coming here back to a half mile, I think he could really run a good race. 2 back red and soda and a 3,000 $54,000 claimer on the 11th of September, and he finished 6th by 5 lengths there, and in the Open, not claimer, and he finished 6th by 5 lengths there, and he just was very lackadaisical, never really getting into it. Slightly better horses in that run, and then the Sig Series on the fair circuit, 4th of September, he finished 3rd by 6.5 lengths. He showed gate speed early on, but then slowly got overtaken. The slow quarters got to him late, where he just couldn't regain the ground, and then before that, where he was setting the pace all throughout in the Sig Series on the fair circuit, winning by 4 3/4 lengths again, 157.1, a very good run. He's proven he could pace some fast miles. Best mile of the year came at Miami Valley in 152.2. So he's a fast horse when he wants to use the speed. 2-1 coming here. Timmy Cheech, freaking the sulky. Let's use him. To recap my selection for the 9th from Delaware, let's take the 3-horse Tureg Sealster. We're gonna go 3-1 in the exacta. The 10th race now, it's the Ohio Breeders' Championship 3-0 Colts and Gelding's first division. It's going for a purse $54,350. 8 pacers are going the mile trip. We're going to take the 4-horse here, odds on pick 6. And we'll go 4-2 in the exacta. 4-2 exacta, top selection of 4-horse, odds on pick 6. 3-0 Gelding by Racing Hill. Peter Wren's in the sulky. The horse's most recent outing came to the BSS at the Delaware County Fair 20th September, so that was this past Monday here, when it was a lot warmer than it's probably going to be today. Today it's going to be, I read somewhere in the low 60s, so it's basically from 80 degrees to 90 degrees, I think, on Sunday to 60 degree, 30 degree difference. That's a lot. But in the BSS on Monday here at Delaware, he won by a length and basically did everything his own way on the front end, paced home easily in 154 flat, 60 cents a dollar. He was supposed to win. Come back here on the short rest shouldn't be a problem. He's proven he could run in a half mile, proven he could run these fast miles. I expected a lot from him today. 2-back ran 20th of August Soda and a BSS 3-0 Colts. He won by 9 3/4 lengths, and again, just paced home easily in 150.2. The best time of the year for him. A very good run. And then Hoosier, non-wars at 3, winning by 1/4 lengths, and again on the front and all around 151 flat. It was a very good run. He's been really improving as of recently. Coming here today back to the half mile, I'm going to take him. He's always run good here at Delaware. So to recap my selection for the 10th from the Delaware County Fair, it's the Ohio Breeders' Championship 3-0 Colts and Geldings. Let's take the 4-horse odds on pick 6. We're going to go 4-2 in the exacta. Let's get to race 11. The 11th race from the Delaware County Fair, it is the Ohio Breeders' Championship 3-0 Colts and Gelding's second division. It's going for a purse $50,434. 8 trotters are going a mile trip. We're going to take here the number 3 horse winning ticket. We'll go 3-5 in the exacta. 3-5 exacta, top selection of 3 horse winning ticket. 3-0 Gelding here by Triumphant Caviar. Aaron Merriman's in the sulky. The horse's most recent outing came in the Canadian Trotting Derby at Mohawk on the 18th of September, this past Saturday, and he finished 3rd by 2 1/4 lengths, and he definitely outran his 6.5 to 1 odds, I thought, that day. From wide post right, he left. He just couldn't keep the fast pace going late. He got overtaken, but he ran his heart out there. Coming here to the half mile, even on the quick turnaround, I think he should really run a good race. 2-back who ran in the Ohio Sire Stakes 3-0 Colt final at Northfield, 5th of September, winning by 1 3/4 lengths there. Again, on the front and all throughout, he just paced home very easily, 154.2. Not the best time of the year, but it was the easiest race for him, I thought. And then prior to that, on Sire Stakes at Northfield, 14th of August, winning by 1 1/4 lengths, and again, he's just pacing home these very easy runs. Like I said, he ran good races against those tough horses up in Canada. Coming here to Ohio, very less quality horses. I think he could really run a good race here today. 4-5. I know it's a short price, but a very likely winner. Single in the pick 4 that begins with this race. So to recap my selection for the 11th from Delaware, let's take the 3-horse winning ticket. We're going to go 3-5 in the exacta. The 12th race, it's the Ohio Breeders' Championship 3-0 Colts and Gelding's second division. It's going for a purse $54,350. 8 pacers are going the mile trip. My top selection here, we're going to go take the number, where are we? The number 2 horse, Charlie May. We're going to go 2-8 in the exacta. 2-8 exacta, top selection 2 horse, Charlie May. 3-0 Gelding by McArdle, Brett Miller's in the sulky. The horse's most recent outing came in the Ohio Sire Stakes 3-0 Colt final at Northfield, 5th of September. Finishing second by a neck that day. He just didn't show a lot of gate speed. Was very lackadaisical, and he kept getting overtaken. And at 5 cents to the dollar, there was an upset. Coming here, back to the half-mile, lesser quality horses, I think he's going to get redemption from his last race. Going to get very over bet, but he's going to get redemption from the last race for sure. Two-back Minnesota on the 21st of August in a Ohio Sire Stakes Real Colt, winning by a neck again, sitting back early, slowly moving his way up, and a 5 cents to the dollar. It was a nail biter late, but he got the job done. And then the Milstein at Northfield on the 14th of August, winning by 4 3/4 lengths, sitting back early from wide poster, slowly moving his way up. He got the job done, 1:48 and 4, best time for him there. A very, very good fast time on the half mile. And then prior to that, in Ohio Sire Stakes of Soda, 7th of August, winning by 1/4 lengths, and again on the front and all around 151 and 4, a very good run. He actually ran the Meadowlands pace, and that day, he won, but since he broke, they disqualified him, and he ran a massive race there, 14-1. What can you do? But after that race, he's been really running these good races in Ohio. Coming back here, I think he'll get redemption at 8-5. Let's use him. We have two singles to start off this pick for. I know it's going to be very chalky, so you might have to play for a few bucks. But to recap my selection for the 12th from Delaware, it's the Ohio Brewer Championship, 3-year-old Colts in Gelding, second division. Let's take the 2-horse Charlie May. We're going to go 2-8 in the exacta. The 13th race, it is the Old Oaken Bucket, 3-year-old Colts, going for a purse for $87,700. Field of 7 trotters going the mile trip. We're going to take the 1-horse Sunny Croquette. We'll go 1-4 in the exacta. 1-4 exacta. Top selection 1-horse Sunny Croquette. 3-year-old Colt by Father Patrick. Julie Miller trains. Andy Miller's in the sulky. The horse's most recent outing came at the Lexington Red Mile on the 20th of September. So this past Monday, and the Kentucky Commissioner. And the horse finished third by 3.5 lengths there. He didn't show a lot early on. Sat back early. A little bit of turn of foot late, but it wasn't anything spectacular. Coming to a smaller track, which I think suits him a lot better. I think he's sitting on a very good run. On the smaller track on the 5/8 at Chester on the 5th of September in the TSS final, he won by 4 3/4 lengths. They almost on the front and all throughout. He just trotted home very good race there, 153 and 1. And then before then, the Commissioner at the Red Mile on the 29th of August, he finished third by 2 lengths. He was setting the pace early on. He just didn't have a lot left in the final quarter, but he still ran his heart out there. And then before that, at the Red Mile and the Sire Stakes, he just didn't show a lot there. Like I said, he does his better races, I think, on a smaller track. In the 5/8, he's been running very well. One of his best times of the year came 153 and 4, which was last time out for the last one at Chester. And then before that, he had a 154 and 3 at Chester in June. So, like I said, smaller track suits him well. 4-1, very good poster. We're going to use him. Don't throw out the 4-horse Mono more. We're going to use him in the multi-race for Aki Schwanstead. Most recent race at Pocono, he won it very, very easily. But he has he has sometimes the problems of going off stride. If he could stay the trot today, he could definitely win. He should handle the small track. 3-1, like I said. We'll use him on the multis. But to recap my selection for the 13th, it's the Old Oaken Bucket. Let's take the 1-horse Tony Croquette. Give kudos to the 4-horse Monomore. We'll go 1-4 in the exacta. The 14th race now. It is the standardbred 2-year-old Colts in Geldings going for a purse $48,710. 8 paces are going the mile trip. We're going to take the number 6 horse here, Birthday. 6-1 in the exacta. 6-1 exacta. Top selection 6 horse Birthday. 2-year-old Colt by Sweet Lou. Ronnie Burke trains. Ronnie Rent Jr. is in the sulky. The horse's most recent outing came in a 2-year-old Colts in Geldings at the Meadows on the 15th of September. And he finished second by a head. He was drawn very wide, so he left off the gate. Very quick half and 3/4, which cost him. He just couldn't keep a lot left in tank late for that final quarter. He hit the wall, but he still ran his heart out there. Coming here from a wide poster, he's going to have to leave again, but I think he could overcome a lot better race here on the quick turnaround. Two back ran 3rd of September at the Meadows in a Pennsylvania Sire Stakes final, where he finished 5th by 1 3/4 lengths there, and he sat back early, got shuffled out of it mid-race, but really came back late. He showed potential there with that defeat. And then prior to that, 27th of August, the Meadows in the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes, Colts and Gelding's division, he finished second by a head there. And again, he sat back early, really paced home a decent race late. After all said and done, nothing bad about that run. Like I said, he's been on the up and up. He's going to have to leave here today, and hopefully he has a lot left in the tank. At 9-5, let's use him. The 1-horse Captain Cowboys, your second likeliest winner. His races at Chester, his most recent race was a little bit of a disaster, but if he could run those Pocono races or that Chester race like it ran in July, he can definitely win against these horses. At 5-2, we'll use him in the multis to end off this pick 6. But to recount my selection for the 14th, it's the standardbred. Let's take the 6-horse Birthday. Give kudos to the 1-horse Captain Cowboy. 6-1 in the exacta. In the 15th race now, it is the Ohio Breeders' Championship. Colts and Geldings going for a purse of $132,667. We have 10 pacers going the 1 mile trip. I like these bigger fields on the half mile. It's always fun watching 10, sometimes 11 horses here at the Delaware County Fair. I wish there would be more of them. But top selection here, I'm going to go with the 3-horse Terminator. We'll go 3-6 in the exacta. 3-6 exacta. Top selection of 3-horse Terminator. Colt by down by the beach. Or down by the seaside, excuse me. Ron Burke trains. Chris Page is in the sulky. The horse's most recent outing came in the Ohio Sire Stakes Colts final at Northfield, 5th of September. Finishing second by 4 lengths. He just kind of plodded along. He can never get a good trip late. That, the slow half really cost all the runners gaining ground. Coming here from the inside poster, I would like to see him leave. And I think he really run a good race. 2 back in Ohio Sire Stakes Toyota, 21st of August. He finished second by 2.5 lengths. He sat back early, slowly had to lead to the half, but then he just kind of got overtaken. What can you do? He just got shuffled out of it. And then prior to that, Ohio Sire Stakes Colts at Northfield, 14th of August, winning by 4.25 lengths. Pace going in front and all throughout, 152-2. Best time for him that day. An all-around good race. Since that Northfield race, he really has been improving. Coming here today at 5-1, he's a very likely winner. Don't throw out this 6-horse here, Slingshot at 6-1 for Dan Noble. Most recent race, he just got shuffled out at Northfield, but before that, he won very nicely at Soda, and some of those races, like that 10th of July race, runs that race today, he's definitely going to win. 152 flat is best time of the year. That could definitely win if he runs that, if he lowers that mark today. But to recap my selection of the 15th from Delaware, let's take as a top selection the 3-horse Terminator. Give kudos to the 6-horse Slingshot, 3-6 in the exacta to race 16. The 16th race now, it is the Little Brown Jug for 3-year-old Colts first limb. It's going for a purse here of $132,360. Field of 7 pacers are going the mile trip. As a top selection here, we're going to take the 5-horse Which Way to the Beach. We're going to go 5-2 in the exacta. 5-2 exacta, top selection of 5-horse Which Way to the Beach. This 3-year-old Gelding by Some Beach Somewhere. Andrew McCarthy's in the sulky. The horse's most recent outing came a week and a half ago at Mohawk, 11th of September in the North America Cup, and the horse finished third by 1.25 lengths there. He sat back early. He really trotted home well decently in 27-1, finishing the race for himself in 149 and 4. I thought it was a good race. Coming here to the half mile where he could show some pace, I think he's sitting on a very good run. 2 back in the Cup limbs at Mohawk. He finished second by 3/4 length from an open bit wide postra. He left out of the gate. He just kind of got shuffled in and out of it most of the race. He came on 150 flat. It was an okay race from there, and then prior to that, a Mohawk on the 20th of August in the Sun Beach. He won by a half length, sitting back early, really pacing home well late, and 149-2. A very good run for him there, best time of the year. And then before that, in the Hemp Consols at Pocono, in 21st of August, winning by 1.75 lengths, basically almost on the front and all throughout, and 150-1. A very good run. He has some pace in him. He's a very fast horse. At 3-1, it wouldn't surprise me if he goes all the way. So we're going to use him here. Don't throw out the 2-horse Louis Perlman for Ronnie Burke. He's been pretty perfect, winning at the Meadows last week very, very nicely at 60 cents a dollar, and then the Irish Stakes final at Pocono before that, winning by 1.75 lengths and 149-4, and the races at the Meadowlands, before that, very, very easily. Also, he's a very good horse, very fast horse. Came home at, like I said, those Meadowlands races over the summer, 147-4 in July. He was lightning fast there. 2-1, he could definitely win on paper, so don't throw him out. To recap my selection for the first limb of the Brown Jug, let's take the 5-horse Which Way to the Beach. Give kudos to the 2-horse Louis Perlman. We'll go 5-2 in the exacta. 17th race now. God, it's a long day. 17th race, and it took me a long time to handicap these races, too. But the 17th race is the 76 Little Brown Jug, 3-0 Colts and Gelding, second limb. It's going for a purse of $132,362. We have a field, $360. I don't know where the $2 came from. We have a field of 6 horses going the 1 mile pace. My top selection here We're going to take the 6-horse Perfect Sting. We'll go 6-3 in the exacta. 6-3 exacta. Top selection of the 6-horse Perfect Sting. 3-year-old colt by Always Be Mickey. Dave Miller's in the sulky. Horse's most recent on in the North America Cup at Mohawk on the 11th of September. He finished second by 3/4 length, and he sat back early, and he challenged the winner that day. He just couldn't get there late, but he still ran his heart out there. Coming here again, another horse. He's probably going to leave from the outside, and it wouldn't surprise me if he goes wide here. Two back in the Cup of Limb at Mohawk, 4th of September. Winning by 3/4 length. He didn't show gate speed early on, but slowly after he did, and he fought back late. A very good run on 149-4 there, and then prior to that in the Hemp at Pocono on 21st of August, he finished second by nose. He just couldn't get to Lawless Shadow, who just ran that better race than him. And then before that in the Cane Pace at the Meadowlands, he finished second by 3/4 length. And again, he just just a little lackadaisical late in the race there. But before that in the Gears at the Meadowlands, 31st July, winning by 2 lengths. Sitting back early, really trotting home well in 26 flat, 149 for him. That was a very, very good run. He's been on the improvement here. Coming here, I think this is the weaker of the two limbs. At 2-1, let's use him. In the multi-race, picks 4 begins with race 16. This is going to be your logical single. But to recap my selection for the 17th now, it's the Little Brown Jug, second limb. Let's take the 6-horse Perfect Sting. Excuse me. We're gonna go 6-3 in the exacta. In the 18th race, it's the Ohio Breeders' Championship 3-year-old fillies going for a purse $96,520. 9 horses are going the 1 mile pace. My top selection here, we're going to go take the number 4-horse Summer Touch. 4-8 in the exacta. 4-8 exacta. Top selection of 4-horse Summer Touch. This 3-year-old filly by Well Said. Ron Burke trains this one. Chris Page in the sulky. The horse's most recent outing came the Ohio Sire Stakes at Northfield, 5th September, finishing third by 1.5 lengths. He set the pace early on. Very quick first half, quarter and a half. Really cost him late. He just completely crumbled late. It just wasn't his day to win. He's going to have to slow it down on the front end. If he slows it down, he could definitely win against these horses. 2 back at Soda and Ohio Sire Stakes for 3-year-olds on the 20th of August. He finished third by length there, and he was a little lackadaisical early on. Paced home well late, but early on he has to stay a better race. And then prior to that, Soda, 6th of August and Ohio Sire Stakes, winning by 1/4 lengths. Very, very easy race for him. 151-3, winning on the front and all throughout. It was an all-around improvement off the race 4, which came in the Adiavolo at the Meadows, where he just didn't do any running at all against those very tough horses. But coming here with a class relief from some of his Ohio Sire Stakes races, at 2-1, he could definitely win. Don't throw out here the 8-horse Lady Arthur. He's going to have to overcome a wide post drop, but he could definitely win here. Some of those races at Mohawk weren't bad at all. But to recap my selection for the 18th, let's take the 4-horse Summer Touch. Give kudos to the 8-horse Lady Arthur. 4-8 in the exacta, and use them both in the pick 4. In the 9th race now, it is the Miss Versatility Final, aged fillies and mares, going for a purse of $116,500. 8 trotters are going the mile trip. We're going to take the 2-horse Sorella. We'll go 2-4 in the exacta. 2-4 exacta. Top selection 2-horse Sorella. 4-year-old mare by Muscle Hill. Nancy Tactor trains. Dexter Dunn is in the sulky. The horse's most recent outing came the Ombro Flight at Mohawk, the 17th of September, finishing second by 3/4 length. It really paced, trotted home a very final good quarter there in 27-1. Just couldn't get there late, but he outran the 30-1 odds there. Coming here, it doesn't have a lot of gate speed, but could really, I think does good with a little bit of an inside posture. Could really run a good race. 2 back in Miss Versatility at the Meadowlands, 3rd of September. The horse finished second by 2 1/4 lengths. Showed a little bit of gate speed early on, but then kind of got overtaken. Wasn't his day to win, and like I said, I don't think this horse does the best running style from the front end. I think coming from behind suits her better. And then prior to that, in non-wars 25, last 5 at Pocono, 22nd of August, he finished 5th by 6.5 lengths. Really just didn't show a lot. Shuffled out of it. And then prior to that, in the Steel at the Meadowlands, 7th of August, the horse finished 6th by 5 1/4 lengths. And again, it was just very lackadaisical and just didn't show up there. Before that, I thought the horse ran a very good race in the Miss Versatility on 31st July at the Meadowlands, where the horse finished 6th by 4.5 lengths, an all-out finish, but really was closing up well from that stupidly bad post draft. And then before then, the Hambo Maturity at the Meadowlands, 17th of July, the horse finished 4th by 2 1/4 lengths. And again, a little bit of a wide post draft, but was really closing up well late. Nothing bad about that race with the extra 1/8 of a mile, with it being a mile in the 8th race. Coming here today off some decent runs and then some not so decent runs, she could definitely win against these horses. At 5-2 will use her, and second legs will use. Winner here is when the 4s win the Dove's Cry for Dave Miller. Won the Ombro Flight very easily. Won the Miss Versatility very easily. Some of the weaker races were those like the Imitation Invitational Pocono. Should have won that day at very low odds. But coming here on the half mile, could definitely win at 8-5. But to recap my selection for the 19th Miss Versatility Final, let's take the 2-horse Rella. Give kudos to the 4s when the Doves Cry. 2-4 in the Exacta to end off this pick 4. Now the 20th race will be the Little Brown Jug. The first 4 finishers from race 16 and 17 will run into this 20th race, and they'll draw the post after that. But the horses, I think, that could really run good races. It's a top selection to win it all. I think, for me, I love Which Way to the Beach. I like him on a half mile, and he's proven like he run these good races on the smaller track. I think he's your likeliest winner, and I think your second likeliest winner is Perfect Sting. Getting class relief from some of those races, and another horse he could show some pace. 2-1, Dave Miller in the Little Brown Jug, or you'll see somewhere around 2-1 in the Little Brown Jug for him. He could definitely win on paper. So good luck to him. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.